Hello class, today we'll be talking about Wake up, broken tornado! That's actually what we're learning in this lesson today, is how do tornadoes form. Well, I'm glad to see you're very interested in this topic.
Yeah.
Why don't you care to teach it?
Oh, please, old man. I could teach this class better than you ever could.
Hit it. Hey, I'm better than you. What? No, you're not. Oh, yeah? Yeah. And that's how the base of a tornado starts, is when warm, humid air meets cold air and they go boom. Yeah. The cold air usually rises over the warm air because it's more dense. And then when that warm air rises, it'll create an updraft. And with the right wind, it'll start to push it. And it'll go around and around and round. Therefore creating a tornado. Now, there are stronger and weaker kinds of tornadoes. The Enhanced Fujita scale, or EF scale, measures that. It's kind of like how they measure hurricanes with tornadoes. That brings us into our next session. So a lot of people say that hurricanes are more destructive than tornadoes. That may be true, but wrong at the same time. So let's go with the little 5, because that's the coolest one. Tornadoes are nastier and cause more destruction on the small surface that they carry. They're usually about a mile in diameter, when hurricanes are much larger, therefore causing more destruction. Tornadoes are actually faster than hurricanes, but they usually last at a smaller time, where hurricanes can last much longer, but once they reach land and they stop getting the water fed to them, they're donezo. And therefore, tornadoes technically do more damage in a small area. Hurricanes cause big damage in big area. Let's get to the demonstration.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today we got a shred war against hurricane and tornado. This should be an interesting fight. Hurricanes are up first. Let's see what they got. Ooh, how will the tornadoes fight back? It is now the hurricane's turn. Let's see how he handles that. I think the tornado might get him this time. Let's find out. my gosh, Tornado is giving up. It looks like Hurricane is our winner.
What in Jiminy Christmas son of a gun is that? What an Aunt Jemima heck mother bacon son of a gun biscuits is that thing? I think that's a biscuit dumbbell kind of window pedal thing. What that? Sweet heaven, fork, spoon, shovel, biscuit whole thing is that tornado. Quick, we gotta get out of here. Oh good, the city already set up the emergency tank. So this gives us a perfect opportunity to tell you about how tornadoes form. To make a tornado, you need the perfect thunderstorm called a supercell. These are destructive storms with harsh winds and hail that can reach the size of a baseball. The start of the tornado is rising air, like any storm. Condensation will release heat, which becomes the energy that makes up the huge upward drafts. The bigger the cloud gets, the more condensation falls. The drafts get stronger. As the air rises, it can change direction. When there's a lot of moisture, a cloud base developed. This will give the tornado something to feed off of. Oh, mercy. When all of these things happen, a vortex called a mesocyclone on the outside. Let me restart. Sorry, these tornadoes really get me going. When all these things happen, a vortex can develop called a mesocyclone. On this mesocyclone, around the back of it, on the outside, cool, dry air starts to wrap around the back of it, making a rear flank. No, I'm not talking about the part of the cow. That's delicious. Making a rear flank downdraft, which will make the temperature difference in the air inside the mesocyclone and the air outside of it, which makes it unstable. After a little bit, the end of it gets tighter, increasing the speed of it. You see? It's like whoosh, 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 whoosh. When the temp and everything's stable again and all the moisture and stuff goes away, the tornado begins to die down, which is what I hope happens here shortly. I mean, this guy next to me kind of stinks. Ugh, no. Good news, Frank. The tornado died down. We can go back home. Wow, what a storm. I mean, knock my ladder onto the thunder turd. No! But knowing that all that boring stuff is over, let's get back to the fun stuff. I'm going to cut you to our weather girl. Her name's White Finley. Alright, take it away.
Weather Girl Waita here, and I'm about to tell you how about the 5 different kinds of tornadoes. There is EF1, which is wind speeds up to 65 to 110 miles an hour. And then there is EF2 and EF3 of wind speeds from 111 to 165 miles per hour.
And then there is EF4 and EF5 of wind speeds up to 166 miles an hour
to 200 plus.
And that is the 5 categories of different tornadoes. Thank you.
And that's the end.